What up, y'all? It's PBJ back at it again with another video. So, what I want to talk about in this video, I haven't done one of these in a while. I kind of want to talk about a few things. I'm just going to kind of rattle them off a bit. So update on me first. Okay, let's start one thing by one thing. So, I never have like a script for these type of things. So first things first, I'm 205 pounds now. So my weight is up. I'm feeling real good, feeling real strong. And it's unfortunate that I lost my recent super match on the right arm against Tim Lewis. However, I know exactly what I need to work on. And that's what I'm going to work on. And the connections that I was able to make that day and all the fun I was able to have, everything that went well, that was plenty worth it for me. So it turned out to be a good experience anyway. And you learn the most from your losses. You don't really learn anything when you win anyway. So I was kind of down in the dumps about that for a little bit because, you know, when you put everything on the line and you do all this training, you get real strong, you still lose. It sucks, you know. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It sucks. But at the end of the day, what can you do? You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate all the nice messages and everything that people had to say and all the people that supported me. I appreciate you all very much so. So, in this video, my main message is this. It's kind of hard because it's like two things. So I'll just say both of them. For one, the first step is always the hardest. But once you get that first step, you can do whatever you want. And the second thing is that don't let anybody tell you or convince you what you can and can't post, what you should or shouldn't post, what they like that you post, so you keep doing it, and what they don't like, but you want to post it, but you won't because they said not to and they judged you. Now, I know I've talked about these things on the channel before, and if you are a long-time subscriber, you've seen me talk about these things, and you might already have an idea of what I'm going to say, but I've realized something. You see, for a long time, I was too nervous to talk about the same thing twice. I tried to always talk about something different, even if it's similar words. I'm always trying to talk about something a bit different. But I've realized something, and I got this from a book. I believe the book is called Unlearn by Humble the Poet. And he says something along the lines of, anything worth saying is worth repeating. Basically goes on to talk about how that's how we learn lessons in life, as it keeps coming at us again and again and again, right? And I know on this channel I have some different audiences, you know. So you might be watching just for the arm wrestling. You might be watching just for the motivational content. You might be watching for some of the adventures I go on, or just even the random stuff I do. Or you might watch a little bit of everything. That would be honestly awesome if you do that. Thank you very much. But anybody that supports this channel, gives it a view, a like, a subscription, I appreciate you all very much. But know this, it is not easy to make videos. Now I know you might sit there and you're like, well, all you got to do is you talk to a camera. You just look at a camera and you talk to it, and that's all you do. Well, there's a little more to it than that. And allow me to explain. You see, the concept is simple in itself. Talk to a camera, say what you need to say, post it. But the implications are some of what make it very difficult. And I say some of because there's many aspects. Insecurities, all these different things. Many people are going to judge you, no matter what it is that you put out. You could put out exclusively content trying to help people with things that you might know a little bit about. So you want to talk about it and you want to help some people. And they're still going to judge you. And they're still going to leave mean, nasty, hateful comments. But don't worry about all that. Don't worry about people and what they got to say. Because is it really a life worth living if you sit there scared all the time of what everybody's going to think and you never truly did the things that you want to do? Is that really something you could say? You could be like, yeah, this is fine, you know. I only listen to, well, my arms looking kind of big, but I just listened to what everybody said all the time, and I never really did what I wanted to do. Imagine you have kids. One day, let's say you're one of my younger viewers like me, I'm 21. Say you have kids one day, and you got to look at them one day and tell them, yeah, I had a dream, but then I gave up because of what people thought about me and they were judging me. Can you even imagine telling that to your kid and just how painful that would be? Let me tell you this. The first step is always the hardest. And shout out my mom, who I love more than anyone in the world, who basically made this apparent to me. She's told me many times, but you know, first step is always the hardest. If there's something that you want to do, you got to take a leap of faith. And it's terrible. It is absolutely terrible. The feeling of it is obnoxiously bad. I mean, like, it's not something that's easy. But if it was easy, would it be worth doing? If it was easy, wouldn't everybody be doing it? They would. But it's not easy. Putting yourself out there is never easy because you are open to everybody's judgments. You are open to everybody's hatred, jealousy, their own insecurities projected onto you. You're open to all these things, the swarm, which is people on the internet watching you. And putting yourself out there even in real life. You want to go ask a girl out on a date. She's at a table with her friends. And if she says no and doesn't find you attractive and doesn't like your personality, and they all laugh at you, well, you tried to put yourself out there, you got rejected. Oh, nobody wants to do that. But you learn from the rejections, which in turn makes you not get rejected one day in the future if you keep trying and you don't give up. Because you can't really lose if you never give up. That just means that you had to get and become the person that you needed to become to achieve a goal that you have. So you never really lose if you end up winning, right? But the first step is very tough. And I know that when I first created this channel. And even now, it's always tough to make videos. I get very nervous making videos. I do. I was bullied all of my childhood. All of my childhood. And the way that I see things about myself and the way that you might see things about me is completely different. You might see who I am right now, what I look like right now, and see me one way. But I don't see that because for me, I'm still trying to grow and evolve from the person that I was, 10 plus years ago. And, it's really tough to do what you want to do. It is really tough. When you have any goal, when you have ambition, it is tough to chase it. But know this, it's not impossible by any means. And I've seen it before where somebody said something along the lines of, you're better than the people that are doing what you can do it better, you're more skilled, but they took action on it and you didn't. Now, depending on what it is that you want to do, that could very well be true. Maybe you have a skill that you see somebody else doing, and you think to yourself, wow, I know I could do that better. And I could be famous, this, that, and the third. But you don't take any action on it. So nobody's ever going to know. And you never tried. You got to take that leap of faith. And I know it's hard. And I know that you might never. A lot of people never take that leap of faith for the things that they want. and they stay unhappy the rest of their lives. And that is the sad reality of things. However, it doesn't have to be that way. And you could change your entire life right this moment if you wanted to. Because I'm pretty sure deep down we all know exactly what it is that we need to do right now. If it's a pile of clothes in your room that you haven't cleaned all week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe even a month, maybe your entire room is dirty. You know, that place where you go to sleep at night, that place where, you know, you feel like it's safe and this and that, and you can't even keep that clean. Well, how are you going to do anything if you can't even clean your room? So you can start with that. Maybe if you don't work out, you can start working out. Because when you work out, it's something hard. It's suffering in itself, but it benefits you in pretty much every way you can think of. You could, if you wanted to, do whatever you want to do. But your brain is stopping you. Now, I know how that feels. Whenever I'm trying to make a video, sometimes I don't even make a video that day because I stared at the camera and I couldn't bring myself to say anything because it's hard. It's very hard. It's tough. And I know it is. But I promise you, if there's something you want to do, go do it right now. I promise you. It will change your life and you'll feel much better for it. Because even if you fail, trying your best, you will have succeeded. And if you really try your best, you can't fail because you would do every single little thing in your power to keep going, to keep finding the new method to get where you want to get. But don't take it from me. Go perform this action on your own. Go take action in your life that you know it's pending. It's waiting for you right there, and you're not doing anything about it. So go do something about it. You know? Just like me right now, making this video. Maybe it'll inspire somebody, maybe it won't. I can't control whether it will or won't, but I can try. And in trying, not only might I inspire someone, but in doing so, I improve myself by trying. Because the person that you need to be to try is much different than the person that stays comfortable and stays who they currently are, who they are unhappy with. And that's what's key in everything that I've been talking about. That's what's key in everything, is that you're either grinding, you've either made it, which is very low end of the spectrum this way, or you're unhappy, which is most of the population. So do whatever it is that you want to do. And if you know you can do it, if you have the tools, the means, the resources, but you are the only thing stopping you from doing it, then go do it. If you have an opportunity, take it. Because take the risk or lose the chance. Shout out my buddy David for that quote. But that's about it for this video. Hope this inspired you in some way. This message I was putting out today. And you know, it's been a struggle for a while lately. You know, 2024, for me, you know, the start of this year has been a struggle. The end of 2023 was a struggle. However, I'm going to do everything in my power to change that. I'm going to do everything in my power to try and inspire y'all, make more videos, train hard. My arm is actually currently in a lot of pain because I overused it. Like I normally do. However, I know that, you know, the pain that I get, it's from like right here to like there. I don't know, it kind of stems a little bit. It's under the bicep. It's called the brachialis. And not to be confused with the brachioradialis, which is right here, but the brachialis, which is underneath the bicep, in between the tricep and the bicep, basically. And, you know, I can't really do much when it comes to working out. I tried to do a muscle up and it hurt really badly. So, can't do that. But what I can do is I can try to inspire y'all. And, maybe I'll get a small pump or something with like light weights. Maybe even post some physique updates or something like that. Because that's something I can do. See, don't focus on what you can't do. Focus on the little things that you can do. This video is getting a little long though, which is going to make it much longer and harder to upload. So I'm going to leave you with this. Take the risk or lose the chance, and you never know. Sometimes the thing that you wanted, you might have wanted it really badly. Maybe you wanted it more than anything in that very moment, but you didn't get it. Let's say you didn't get it, but you realized something else in the process, which will get you much farther than your original goal intended to get. So keep that in mind. Keep pursuing the best version of yourself. Hope you enjoyed this video. With all that being said, like, comment, subscribe. And those 2 words I say at the end of every single video. Stay jacked. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.